This is Maximus Analysis here for November 23rd, 2015, and we see that we pretty much have a very sideways day going around this mid-level, midpoint of the chop level that we have here, and basically get up to the last sell signals were 2089, and we're kind of going to be looking at that area. But again, right here, right now, I think they could just do 1 or 2 bar pullback and rip back to the upside. So being short, you would definitely want to see a break of this. I would say around this 2067, 2060 area before you start even looking at the shorts, because right now you have a huge engulfing bar from here and you have some follow through. Again, the volume is lighting up a little bit, but it still has made a hell of a run. So we'll see again if they're going to break down below this chop, because if they stay or hover around this area, it'll be a lower high from another lower high if they give a pivot and continue to the upside. So you have that, you have a YM. What the hell is a YM? The YM, kind of same thing, hasn't reached this measure move of 18,000 yet, so they could continue to the upside. There's nothing about it to say, okay, this is a bar with a lot of volume. They haven't even broken a previous day's low yet, so I would not be looking for shorts right here. The strongest of the group is the NQ, and that one is close to its measured move of 4730, and this is October of last year's move replicated on this chart of this year's October. And again, they're given a lower high currently, but you haven't had a break of a high, so they can gap this up tomorrow and continue and break above this high and go from there. So there's nothing really of significance that you should be concerned about as yet. IWM still weakest out of the crew, not even above its 50% moving, 50% retracement. So again, you can see the sell signal here, and the volume is kind of tapering, so we got to see what they're going to do with the sell signal. Higher lows in place, but you can see they're kind of in where they are in the trend is not as strong as the other ones. You had a crude. Matter of fact, let me put the proper contract. The proper contract is actually the F6. I think I tweeted that out, so just making the adjustments right here. And you can see that this just was an indecision day. I was expecting it to pop up a little bit actually, but it did. But it was a very, intraday this was lovely, but as far as looking for a swing trade, it hasn't given anything. And if you kind of look on the hourly, you will see that it's just been very, very sideways. So I don't know if this move down that happened is just a false break reversal happening right here, right now. So this false break, continue to the upside, and again, if they can get above these levels here, this 43 level, then they might have some room to run a little bit. Now I'm not saying that you're running all the way back up to oblivion or to the heavens, but again, you've seen it very, very sideways since last 3-4 trading sessions. So we'll continue to look at that. Apple, again, it gave a little sell signal, but these candles, these weekly candles, so you have a basically almost like an evening star. Then you have you have almost like a bullish engulfing, or I think this is called an engulfing pattern. And gap down and close well above the 50% of this previous week, and now it's just trading sideways. So they continue to hold below this 123.86, but due to this candle, I want to see how it reacts if it breaks above the high. Now remember, we don't have, this is going to be a short week and could be a little bit of light volume week, so be very cautious when trading this week, but that's something we want to consider. Now price line, excuse me, on the daily, price line did give another sell signal. Again, we want to see the volume is light. See if they're going to break below this low. I do have some type of support here at this one, 1252.75-ish area, and see if they're going to hold anything of the sort. You have Google continuing to look good. You have Amazon continuing to the upside. There's nothing bad about that. You have Tesla that is continuing to, again, an indecision day. They gave a little shooting star here with a lower high from this rip, another lower high from here, still holding this base of this this 208 area. So we'll just continue to see how this one plays out. You had Twitter Gave a sell signal, as well as fit is still continuing actually below this IPO price right here. So that was basically where it retraced to and is continuing, but I'd be cautious. Again, might be some profit taking into this area versus getting the starting the short here, because again, you would have to put your stop about 130.31, about a $4 stop. So to give it some room, so if it moves a little bit, you're not just shaking out, because again, you don't want to be so tight regarding your stop that you're just getting minced on any slight movement of the underlining. So again, so the indexes are looking good, except for the YM. Well, YM looks okay. IWM is probably the worst looking one, and NASDAQ is a strong South 3. Looking to see if we're going to have any type of retracement on the crude contracts, and from there, we had the usual suspects moving really high: Home Depot, Chevron. You had McDonald's, which is, it's kind of crazy. That one is really moving higher. And then the opposite side of the Dow, you had Goldman Sachs down $2.28. But again, if you just do it, quick and dirty, you can see that they are a little bit below their 50% moving average. But if they could maintain these lows of 188.15, that could be something that they can break back up to the upside, but we just have to see. So take care, and hope all is well. And again, this was a quiet day, so again, don't force any trades. Make sure that things are very clean.